So now we've described this translation in two ways. One, we've described it using English, right? We've said take the triangle and move it left 4 units and up 1 unit. We've also described it graphically. We've actually drawn the triangle and we moved it left 4 units and up 1 unit. Now we'd like to describe this translation using something called the algebraic rule or the arrow rule. And this is just a way to describe the translation using algebraic notation. And specifically, we're going to start with x comma y, which this notation represents the coordinates of our pre-image. And we would like to know what is a rule that we could use to transform our pre-image coordinates into our image coordinates. What would I need to do to all of my x coordinates on the pre-image to turn them into the x coordinates on my image? What would I need to do to the y coordinates of my pre-image to turn them into the y coordinates of my image? And you can probably figure this out on your own if you think about it for a minute. So pause the video right here and see if you can come up with this algebraic rule for this translation. So the algebraic rule for this particular translation, since I'm moving all of my x coordinates to the left 4 units, well, moving to the left 4 units means I need to subtract 4 from each one of my x coordinates. Well, to subtract 4 from each of my x coordinates, I can write that like that. So all of my image x coordinates, all the x coordinates of my image are subtracting 4 from the x coordinates of my pre-image. Since my y coordinates, since I'm moving all of my coordinates up 1 unit, that means I'm adding 1 to each one of the y coordinates of my pre-image. So y plus 1, and that represents what I do to the y coordinates. So here I have my algebraic rule or my arrow rule, which describes this translation.